We the people of the United States, in order to form a more perfect union,
establish justice,
ensure domestic tranquility,
provide for the common defense,
promote the general welfare,
and secure the blessings of liberty to ourselves and our posterity.
Do ordain and establish this Constitution for the United States of America. What is the Constitution? The Constitution is so unique in itself. It's something that's been around for years and years. Back in 1787, the State House met to review and revise the Articles of Confederation. But within a month, they ended up completely throwing that out and starting a new draft for a new Constitution of the United States.
So, the Constitution was created and approved in 1787. Most delegates did not agree, but the draft did receive 39 signatures. The Constitution was then sent to each state to be accepted, and it officially went into effect on March 4th in 1789.
In 1791, the Bill of Rights went into effect. The Bill of Rights provides Americans with the right to bear arms and enforces a trial by jury. Most importantly to the Americans is the First Amendment, which brought the freedom of speech to the country's citizens.
On June 8, 1789, James Madison addressed the House of Representatives. Madison introduced a proposition that new amendments were to be added to the Constitution. 3 months later, Congress agreed on the final draft of the first 12 amendments as the Bill of Rights. This guaranteed the right of press and a trial by jury, and on December 15, 1791, it became a part of the Constitution. The worthy gentleman tells us, "We have no reason to fear, but I always feared for the rights of the people." When the Constitutional Convention gathered in Philadelphia, only 3 refused to sign their names. One was George Mason. George Mason didn't support the Constitution because the Bill of Rights he requested to be added was rejected. Although the new legislation wasn't appended to the original Constitution, George Mason still created a Bill of Rights later that revoked some of the federal government's power. The Bill of Rights may be one of the biggest turning points in our history. The original Constitution contained very few rights for an individual. Due to the addition, people gained protection from the federal government. The Bill of Rights prevented governmental figures from overstepping boundaries and violating the citizens of America. Without the creation of this new legislation, things such as women's right to vote, the abolishment of slavery, and many future rights might not have been made possible.
In a time when the President of the United States, holding the highest power, makes a citizen question his allowance of freedom of speech and freedom of press, and the Black Lives Matter movement moving all across the states, the Bill of Rights is as important as ever. This document is meant to bring justice and fairness to its people. This is why we propose a statue be placed in Ferguson, Missouri. It would include all the amendments of the Constitution, while also highlighting James Madison and George Mason, who made the first 10 come about. This is an important setting to place such a statue because of the uproar Ferguson faced just 3 years ago, which caused many horrified citizens to question their rights and if the government really protected them. This statue will remind people of their unalienable rights while also giving them hope of what their government can do to help every race, gender, and religion achieve their due freedoms.